Welcome, Mountain Dog family, and we are back with a new program, and the title of it, Scorpion. I want to start off by saying this. I know it's been a long time since we've had a new released program, because we've done some different iterations of re-releases or ones that John have written in the past that we introduced to you guys for the first time, but this is the first true program after his passing. And it means so much to me because within this program is so many of his principles that he taught me, and it means the absolute most for me to share those with you. And if you've done Mountain Dog programs in the past, or if you're new to the training system and program, I needed you to know a few things about these. They're going to be extremely detail oriented. Every single exercise is broken down to exactly what is done, how to do it, sets, reps, intensity, and for most exercises, a video example of what I expect of both your form, your execution, and your intensity within the set. So to start off, these programs are top tier, and this one does not drop the ball. I spent countless hours building this out, running through it, not only personally, but I've had 4 of my clients do it, and I'll get Chaz to flash up those screenshots of their progress. That's how excited I am for this, because I know if it works for me, it worked for them, it's gonna work for you. So let's start here. At the first of the year, I started a contest prep, and I wanted to write this very similar to the way John wrote Team Universe, because that is my all-time favorite Mountain Dog program. So you'll get to go along with me through my prep through the first 8 weeks of that. I have my exact diet listed. I have my mood, my feelings. It's almost like a running journal. And then each day, what I did for cardio, what I did for training, and then what I did on my rest days. So again, it is brutally detail oriented. You will not go into the gym and be like, I wonder if he wants this. No, it is an absolute clear picture of exactly what I want. So you'll be able to see, if it's a day where I'm doing dumbbell rows, and I used the 140 for as many reps as I could, you'll get to see how many I did, and then you'll be able to beat that at home. Or you'll say, you know what, I'm only gonna use the 100 because that's all I'm strong enough for. I'm gonna see if I can match his reps. That's what's really cool and intriguing about this program to me is, in the long term of this is gonna be a 3-part program. The first one is gonna be Scorpion. And a lot of times people, when they were talking to me about, Cris, are you gonna release another program for Mountain Dog? And I said, yes, I'm definitely gonna do it. And they're like, oh, we're gonna keep with the comic book theme. And I originally thought, that'll be cool to keep that alive for John. But to share a little backstory about me is when I was a kid growing up, I wasn't really into comics. I've obviously watched all the Marvel movies and DC movies, but I wasn't a comic book reader. So I don't know all the details and intricacies of the different characters like John did. And I'm not gonna try to pretend that. But what I did growing up was I played a ton of video games. And one of the video games that my brother and I loved to play was Mortal Kombat. So what more fitting way, I have a little bit of anime, cartoon, comic books, but then my own style with Mortal Kombat. So what you guys are gonna get is a Mortal Kombat series from me, where over the next 3 programs, it'll be my full-on contest prep, and then we'll go into a rebound, and then we'll go into a full off-season. So what we're gonna be able to do is, over the course of the whole next year, you'll be able to purchase this training program, and I'm gonna call it the Mortal Kombat bundle. So I'm not gonna tell you exactly what other characters I'm going with next, but we're starting with Scorpion. Because to me, he is one of the most iconic characters within the game. So now let's dig into this program. What's different about it? What's unique? This I wrote to have a specialty in growing your back and growing your arms. Now, will your legs still get big off of this? 100%. Will your chest still grow off of this? Will your shoulders still grow? I believe that in my heart it will, because I've seen it happen with me and the 4 clients that I've ran it. But if you're in need to blow your back out, huge, thick, nasty top to bottom density and thickness, and then with your arms, really take those to the next level. That's what the specialty of this program is. Now, the next thing is people are gonna say is, Cris, how many days a week is the training? It's 5 days per week. Now, you could obviously run it all different types of ways. You could go 2 on, 1 off. That's how I ran the majority of this program. You could do 4 days and just do a rotating split. So follow me along. You would drag the program out obviously longer than 8 weeks if you did it that way, because most weeks I do 5 days a week training. Or you can follow along exactly how I did it, because I wrote the days where I trained. Now, most of the time I trained on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Occasionally, I would take a Monday off if I felt beat up, or if I had a lot of baseball practice and responsibilities, I would take Saturday off and I'd train arms on Sunday. So what you'll find within this program is I am not married to absolutely any rule. If I woke up one day and felt like I didn't have it in me, I didn't train. If I woke up one day and I was like, oh, it's Monday, but I'm really ready to crank on hamstrings and glutes, that's what I did. So what I think might drive a few people crazy is I don't always have a perfect exact schedule for what I've trained on what days. So if you're looking for a program that says like, oh, I'm going to train chest and shoulders on Monday, easy. You just take my chest and shoulder day that I may have done on a Tuesday and you move that to your Monday. It's very simple. So don't get it twisted. If you prefer a more set schedule of training, just modify the days. It's not a big deal because I have, again, all the workouts are laid out and listed for you to be able to play with and tinker around with. And that's what I think I always loved about John programs is a lot of times he would always write to do legs on Monday, and I'm never going to like to do that. I always loved training legs on a Thursday or on a Saturday. So whenever he wrote a program, I would just simply move the leg day that he had on Monday and move it to Thursday or Saturday. And then the rest of the split would just fall in line like he wrote it. So that's what I'm going to encourage all of you guys to do. So next up, what type of John Meadows program is it? Is it a 1, a 2, or a 3.0? Well, guess what? This is a hybrid. This is a 3.0 and also a 1.0. So you have your traditional like high intensity MountainDog voluminous stuff you'll find on, like I say, a back pump day, an arm day, the shoulder portion of chest and shoulders. And then you might have a higher intensity day, like on a Monday where I'm training back and it is top set back off and I'm ripping weight and being aggressive with it. And it's a 3.0 program. So that's what I think you guys who are true MountainDog fans will really love and learn from this program is you can intermingle the styles within the week and honestly within a given workout. So that's something else I'm really proud of is I took everything he taught me and I've blended it into what I found to work the best for me and my clients for growth. So the last final piece here, I did already said it was 8 weeks in duration. I know a lot of times people say, oh, it's only 8 weeks. Listen, if you do these 8 weeks properly, you'll be like, I'm going to either a deload, an off week, or if you really take your nutrition and supplementation seriously, you could probably just go right into the next one, which teaser, if you stuck around this long, it's Sub-Zero. So could you do a part 2 without it being Sub-Zero versus Scorpion? The answer is no. So if this excites you, if this fires you up, scroll down, hit buy below, and dear God, if you didn't scream, finish him, when you saw me wear this shirt, or get over here, I don't think we can be friends in real life. So anyways, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there for sticking around, supporting Mary and I through us keeping John's legacy alive. And this is my attempt to pay him homage, pay him honor. And if you look at the cover art, I will explain a little bit thing here to finish up. You know, I had Ian put my head on the Scorpion figure, and then I had John as Raiden, as the God above looking down. So to me, that means a lot to me. And, you know, I think a lot of times people will say, oh, Cris, you wrote this solely by yourself. You're right. I wrote every single word of this by myself. But without his teachings, without his lessons, none of this would be possible. So I will always honor him with every program I put at the MountainDog site. He will be on that cover art, and that's a promise to you guys out there. So again, I just want to say thank you, and I hope you enjoy the program. Please give me a feedback either through my email, chrisedmondstv@gmail.com, or post on Instagram. Tag me in it, cedmonds18. We would greatly appreciate that you share it with your friends. And until next time, Coach Cris, out.